Hey everybody, Alex Kozora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. The numbers for Kenny Pickett in their Week 7 win over the LA Rams, they don't look gaudy. 17 for 25, 230 yards, no passing touchdowns, but I thought Pickett consistently, even when Pittsburgh was struggling to put points on the board, was excellent against the Rams. We'll go through those plays today. And before we get started, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. But let's dive on into the tape here. Let's look at the very first pass attempt and completion of the game for Kenny Pickett. It doesn't look like much. It's an 8-yard check down to Najee Harris. I know we're not talking about some otherworldly type of play here, but one thing I noticed, and I think the coaching staff had kind of made a comment about this, that Pickett really wasn't hitting the checkdowns a lot early in the season. Only 5 completions to Najee Harris in the first 5 weeks. And I know he was not the third down back anymore. Jalen Warren is, and he's got his catches, but I just felt like there were some times where you could hit the check down quicker. You see that here. Initial progression, nothing there. 1st and 10. Let's hit the back here. Got the 2x2 formation. These vertical routes clearing the defenders out. Let's get 8 yards on 1st down. Put yourself in 2nd and short. Ultimately still led to a 3 and out. They got sacked on 2nd down, hit on 3rd down, but I just like the mentality of, not there. Let's work to our check down a little bit quicker. Let him make a play. Next example, a completion to tight end Connor Hayward. And we talked about Kenny Pickett not always navigating within the pocket, looking to bail and scramble a little too frequently. Here you see Pickett climb, eyes downfield, makes an on-target throw to Connor Hayward. And so just a nice rep here overall. Shoulders square, hitching, climbing, eyes downfield, not running. Looking for an open option and finding Connor Hayward. Some pressure here. Pickett stepping up. Eyes downfield. Finds Connor Hayward. It's a good completion. Just simple plays, but doing the routine things routinely, as Mike Tomlin says. You see that on this throw. All right, let's talk about a little higher level throw here. And throughout the first month of the season, the first 4 games, you saw almost no back shoulder throws to George Pickens. The last 2 games against Baltimore in Week 5, against the Rams in Week number 7, you're seeing a lot more of those. I think with Diontae Johnson being back, and just from a schematic standpoint, they're really trying to work some of those open. So anytime there's single high, anytime that George Pickens to the bottom here is getting 1v1 coverage, Kenny Pickett's going to throw that all day. Either a true, vertical downfield shot or the back shoulder fade. You get the latter here. And so just reading, pre-snap, maybe a too high look, seeing the safety come down, the other safety, the post safeties to the back side, far side of where this ball is going. And so it's going to create that 1v1 opportunity at the bottom. And again, Pickett to Pickens on the back shoulder. Really tough to stop. But the other element too, and we'll look at it from the end zone view, standing tall in the face of pressure. Now that's never, to me, been a question of Pickett's game. I've talked about him bailing on clean pockets, but this guy can stand tall and take a hit. We saw that last year in the preseason against Jacksonville. We saw it against the Jets when Quinnen Williams hit him and Pickett still made the throw to Pat Freiermuth. Here you're going to see Isaac Seumalo lose this rep to Aaron Donald. You got Aaron Donald, generational player, Hall of Famer, right in your face, stand tall, deliver an accurate football, and for a conversion and a really good gain here. So it's a great rep to stand tall, make this accurate throw. I mean, that is a lot of pressure in your face, and it's Aaron Donald, and he takes a shot, he pays for it, but a great ball to Pickens. Nice to have wide receiver Diontae Johnson back, his first catch since returning off of injured reserve. Play action, nice concept here, what a novel idea, but a strong far hash throw from Pickett to Johnson on this comeback route. Nice catch by Johnson, nice route overall, but again, making this throw from the far hash on time and rhythm. It's a good catch. DB, I think, plays this pretty well, but it's just a good ball, a good route, and a good finish. So nice job overall here. Ball's going to come out basically as Johnson's coming out of his break. If you throw that late, DB's going to be able to close, break that one up. Here, it's a completion and a conversion. With Johnson's return, we talk about the yards after catch opportunities, the yak plays he's capable of making, and you see it here, a really good ball that creates that yak opportunity for Diontae Johnson, who has a great job here post-catch. But you're going to see out a bunch, hoping to create that free release, this kind of whip pivot route here. It's really good placement from Kenny Pickett, inside shoulder away from the DB, and then Johnson able to catch that one on the run, never break stride, and does his damage after the catch. So we'll look at it from the end zone views, but again, just good, accurate ball, allow your receiver to do something post-catch. That's the big value of having a guy like Deontay Johnson back. Breaks a tackle, makes another guy miss. This is a ton of yak here. George Pickens going flying as Connor Hayward collides into him. Pickens is always doing something kind of funny, but I get to look at it from the end zone view on this play. Deontay here, out of this bunch, and just a nice job here. Throw this accurate ball. Again, it's pretty well played, I think, by the cornerback on this kind of whip route that's tough to defend. And you see just a really good placement here. Johnson getting upfield, doing a lot of damage post-catch. It's a big play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another completion to Deontay Johnson. Again, 3-by-1 out of this, reduced split bunch look. There is Johnson going to run the out. You're going to reduce that split to give you more space to run this out route here. And it just, far hash, good timing, on rhythm, good placement from Kenny Pickett. Again, we're not talking about the most amazing throw, but I think it's a really good throw by Kenny Pickett. And again, to do that with some pressure in your face and deliver that football. People talk about, is Kenny Pickett's arm strong enough? It's not, the strongest arm in the world. I think it's probably about average, but it's good enough to make these throws. You can make that far hash out route here at the NFL level. I think your arm talent's, probably good enough overall if you can, win in the other areas of your game. So just on time, rhythm, and the completion. I think the best thing Pittsburgh's offense did in this game was close the game out. They held the ball for the last 5 minutes and 28 seconds, really a 4-minute plus offense. Your goal is always to make sure the opposing offense never gets the ball back. Your defense never has to take the field. A 24-17 one-possession game. And you're seeing here a great throw to George Pickens down the seam, aligned here as number 2, the slot receiver. And, we're getting a too high shell here, so where's the weakness in cover 2? Middle of the field between those safeties, and it's a great ball over the underneath zone defenders. The safety can't close, and we'll look at it from the end zone view and kind of really see the arc on the football just perfectly placed by Kenny Pickett against this pressure look. But just a really nice throw, 97. Hoyt unable to make a play on that one, throwing it over him, but away from the safety, down the seam to George Pickens. So a good recognition of what the coverage is going to be. Again, getting that too high look here on this kind of rotation here on the snap. Pickens open down the seam, pressure again. Pickett taking a shot, but making a really strong throw for, I think, a 30-yard completion on this one. And again, really hoping to grind out clock, get a first down. It's a really vital moment here of the game. And yeah, Pickett, Sayamalu kind of getting pulled back here. Pickett getting hit as he's throwing this one to still throw a great ball and hit Pickens. That's a huge play. Finally, the 4th and 1 sneak that Pickett converted, which has generated a lot of controversy. Was it the right spot? Was it a good call? I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk about the play before, the play that even set up that opportunity. 3rd and 7, you convert here. The game's basically over. Obviously, they didn't, but they did convert on 4th down. Bottom of the screen, Allen Robinson running the slant. Another good ball, accurate, nice grab by Robinson, his lone catch of the day. Take a shot from the safety over the middle. But again, it's not necessarily the most incredible play, but there's some pressure. You got, I think it's Aaron Donald. I'll check the tape here, but you got pressure in your face, and you're making this throw strong, accurate here. Yeah, this is Aaron Donald, coming right down at you. Sayamalu falls, so he gets stepped on. There's kind of some chaos here with the blocking and the protection, but just an accurate ball from Kenny Pickett. Love to see this. We'll see it probably better from the end zone view in a big-time moment. You got this really kind of heavy look here. Basically, what is this, a 6 down front? Pittsburgh did not handle these 5 down, and in this case, 6 down looks well in this game, but Pickett making the play late. You're going to see right here, Dan Moore steps on the left foot of Sayamalu. That's why he goes down, and Sayamalu's supposed to have Donald, as Moore's going to kind of fan out and take 94, the right defensive end. Warren, kind of gets in the way. Warren, I thought, was really good in pass protection in this game, but focusing on Pickett to make this throw with some pressure in your face. You really can't step and drive the football, and then hits this to Robinson, who does a great job to secure this one and take the shot. So, again, I think some other throws we looked at were maybe a bit more high level in terms of degree and difficulty, but for the pressure of the situation, the literal pressure that you're getting of this play, Aaron Donald barreling down free, on you. I thought Kenny Pickett was really strong throughout. Overall, I would say that Kenny Pickett played his best game of the season in terms of consistency, doing the routine things routinely, but making some high-level throws, not making many mistakes. I mean, there's a couple things he probably could have had back. There was one throw to Pickens over the middle on a dig that he should have had. There was a ball down the seam, I think, that probably shouldn't have been thrown. Luckily, it was not intercepted. But overall, I thought Kenny Pickett was really sharp. Of course, having a more successful run game that kind of keeps you on schedule, a bit more balanced is certainly a factor as well. But thought Kenny Pickett just, played the way he needs to play. If he can continue that, this offense will have success, it will get better, and this team will keep winning games.